The only time you use the brakes at Indianapolis are coming into the pit lane and stopping in your pit box. Everywhere else, your left foot's just along for the ride.
The trick here is being able to run as close to another car and not lift off the gas.
When you're out front, you have to be mashing the gas big time. The air's a lot cleaner, you got a lot more downforce, so it is easier to go flat out front.
You gotta be really careful because your foot doesn't have a brain. If you get an itchy feet and you wanna go flat out all the time, you might get caught for a big surprise.
My first year here, 2002, I probably had about a 9-10 second lead. I had about 25 laps to go, and I was virtually flat out the whole time and ended up in the wall in turn 4.
In '07, Monday morning quarterback, I should have lifted. I thought it was clear at the time, and I moved that extra inch, and Weldon was sitting right there.
Oh no, another crash, and it's upside down. It's Marco Andretti.
Sometimes the closing rate is quicker than you think. Unfortunately, that's what happened to Conway last year.
Oh, we've got a crash! Oh, wicked crash!
Oddly enough, there's not that many laps during the race that you're flat.
It's so long. It's about 3 hours of racing. You not always go flat out. In fact, you gotta lift a little bit.
If that car doesn't feel good going into one, you're gonna lift. Your body will do what it needs to do.
Your mind sometimes is telling you lift, lift, lift. You gotta keep your foot down.
Sometimes you got to put your left foot over your right foot, hold it there to make sure that old foot's not shaking there in the middle of the corner because you're a little bit scared.
Since we were little kids in go-karts, that's all we tried to do, not to lift. So every time you come here to Indianapolis and you have to lift, it's a little bit of disappointment.
When it comes down to the last 20 laps, that's game time. You need to make passes, you got to stay flat, you got to keep the pressure on the guys in front.
This race is about patience and then being smart when it's time to go. It's not just about being fast. I mean, how many guys being very fast and never won this race? I'm one of them, so trying to learn.